Good afternoon, Facebook family, friends, and YouTube subscribers. Thank y'all so much for watching another video. First of all, let me start off by saying Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I love him with all my heart and being. Thank you again to my subscribers. If you subscribe to the channel, thank y'all so very much for subscribing to the channel. Those of you who have not subscribed yet, come on and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a thing, okay? Let's make the algorithms go crazy with us hitting likes, comment, and sharing, okay? All right. Today, I want to talk about 2 more EDC flashlights that I've added to my EDC rotation. I'm always going to have a flashlight on me, okay? Of course, you know they are going to be Streamlights, okay? Because I like Streamlights. Streamlights are on all my pistols. So I said, listen, I'm gonna carry me a Streamlight. I've carried other things like this Olight, which I like. It had a green laser on it and UV light and a nice flashlight on it. It's kind of heavy, made out of titanium. I believe it is. I don't have it right before me. This is the Arc Field Pro, which is nice. It's really nice. There's a little clip on it. And it has all those different features. And of course, it has that magnetic charging method that Olight likes. I like Olight. I don't care if nobody says, everybody try to clown on Olight. Olight makes some pretty good products. Check out their red dots. They're pretty good too. But anyway, this is not an Olight video. This is a video about my beloved son, Streamlights. So, of course, I got 2 of them. Yeah, I told you, in my head, I got to get one of every color. I know that's kind of strange, but that's how I do things, okay? These are the Wedge XTs. Now, I know a while ago they had some more flashlight out from Streamlight. I think it was a Wedge, but it was long and skinnier. This is the one that's shorter. I think on this one, they put the charging port on the very back here. On the very back, it has a little lanyard loop. Also the switches on the back to make it, to turn it on and off. Now, I like these lights. A lot of people kind of complaining about them because they're short and they got the tail, got the tail switch on this side. I like that. And it's got a little bit where you can hold it here and aim. I'm not gonna turn on the blind, you folks. But they're good lights. Sign, seal, and deliver. Like I said, I love Streamlight. But yeah, these are the 2 wedges, the Streamlight Wedge, the 88813 Wedge XT, 500 lumens, 1900 candela. Okay, this is in that flat dark earth, what they call it. There's many shades of flat dark earth. Okay, believe me, I'm the flat dark earth king, so I know there's many different flavors of flat dark earth. USB cable and all that comes with it, little lanyard. These are good lights for what they do, okay? First, you can set them up where they can be on high all the time, or they can be on low. The 500 candela, 1900 candela. You can turn it on one click, but you can set all that up with the 10 tap feature, just like on the lights. The only thing about it is don't have strobe. I like strobe. A lot of people don't like strobe. But the way I have mine set up, I got it set up when I turn it on, it's on low, okay? And low is good enough for most of what you need. You drop the keys, drop anything, low is good. But I also click it twice, and that joker brightens up, okay? And that's all I need to do. Like I said, I had the Arc Field. It does a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff I really don't use. I just want to light when I want to light. If I want to just mess around, and it has the green laser on it, UV light, and that's cool if you go to these hotels. Like I travel with my job, I like to hit the bed with the UV. You never know what kind of bodily fluids you see in hotel rooms and everywhere else. But anyway, we're probably going off another tangent. All right, like I said, once again, this is about the Streamlight XTs. Great lights. I've had them for about a couple of weeks now, and I rotate them out daily, depending on what knife I'm carrying. I'm gonna do a video on knives too. What knife I'm carrying, and I want to do another video also on all the lights, all the pocket lights that I have in my rotation, because Why not? You know, some people just say, look, I just like want one and done, one light. I pick it up, I'm good to go. And as I've always said, guys, ladies, if you EDC, put your pocket flashlight in your pocket, okay? To carry in your pocket. Now, I know I'm a proponent for having lights on my guns, okay? All of my pistols, about the ones that I carry, have lights on. And that's old big debate. People say, well, you don't need the light on. It's going to give away your position. That's cool. I get that, okay? I'm just telling you what I like, okay? And from what I see, a lot of you guys out there like it too. But the reason I say that, you want something in your pocket. You want this in your pocket where you can pick this up and use it when you need some light, okay? You don't want to pick your gun or your firearm up. I'm going to show you. Okay, make sure I don't shoot anybody. I don't want to hit my folks out there in YouTube. I want to shoot myself, and I want to shoot you through the camera. And let me say this: YouTube, I'm not selling anything. Okay, I'm not giving anything away. I'm just telling you, from one big guy to all his subscribers, I'm talking to him about flashlights. Of course, you see this gun right here. This is the Glock 48. This is in my rotation. You see, I got a Streamlight on there. I don't want to pull my gun out and have to look for stuff. I see so many videos and people of all walks of life. I just won't I just want to just talk about one group. But a lot of people, they had their flashlight out, they're looking for the keys, and they pull the gun out and they shine on it. Come on. That's unsafe. Okay? Get your pocket light. Put the pocket light in your hand, and then you're able to do it. Now, some people say, with the light on your gun, you don't want to have that to give away your position, like I said before. They want you to have one gun, the gun in one hand and the light in one hand, and you shine with it. Listen, that's too much. My brain is already racking, okay? I don't want to have to, have 2 or 3 different things in my hand, which is, like I said, chances are getting into a gunfight, you won't need it. You understand what I'm talking about? But I want to be prepared, okay? I want to have a gun that has a light on it for what it does, and I want to have a flashlight in my pocket to do what it does. Everything has its own place. Its own little thing, own little niche that it does in your pocket. Like I said, knife and flashlight is something that's staple in my EDC rotation. But like I said, if you can, check them out. I'm a big proponent, like I said, Streamlight. They make good, affordable lights. You don't have to pay $400-500 for a light unless you just want to now. It's America, okay? You do what you want to do. But, for me, Streamlights are affordable. They mid-tier. They're not on the top level. They're not on the bottom level. But they pretty good. So go out and get you any type of flashlight. I just rather for you to have any type of flashlight. You can get I've had Rayovac flashlights, and I put it in my pocket, which was really, really good. As a matter of fact, here's one right here. This right here is a Energizer light that I have in my rotation. Pretty bright light. You don't have to be fancy, okay? When I was able to get me Streamlights, that's what I got. Now, these jokers are a little pricey, I will say. I just talked about affordability, didn't I? But I think they run about $100. Okay, you probably eat $100 worth of food in a week. So, just go out and get you a good light, something that anytime you click it, it's ready to go. Okay, and it has a good weight to it. Has a pocket clip on it. I wish it would have a dual pocket clip like this. I don't wear hats, but if I was a guy that wore hats, you want something that you can clip on the hat and kind of, you be able to use it clipped onto your hat hands free. With the wedge, not so much, without it pointing to yourself. And I don't think you can even change the clip around. But, that's one of those things that, you give up some things for what you like. So, but like I said, I don't wear hats. So I will put this in my pocket and I will be able to go on the go. Once again, thank y'all so much for taking your time out to look at a video of mine. Like I said, I'm getting love in the comments. You guys are great. You're awesome. Okay, I'm glad to have you part of the family. And like I said, share the videos. Share the video with people, your friends, people you like and you don't like. Say, look, you want to see some good content? Go check out Big Papa. Okay, Big Papa Unlimited, Pew Pews, and more. I'll talk about a whole lot of different things. It's just right now I'm on guns and lights and things like that, EDC stuff. But like I said, keep hitting that subscribe, keep hitting that like, drive the algorithms crazy. Remember this, Jesus is Lord, and I love you. I'll catch you on the next video. Big Papa out.